So this is the instrument that had to be installed in Joseph's vehicle, and it was $150 for them to install it, and then around $150 per month. Every time you start the vehicle, you have to blow into it, or he has to blow into it, and then every 20 to 30 minutes it beeps again and you have to blow in it again. Now, here's the deal. This registers alcohol, okay? Blood alcohol sugars. It doesn't register drugs, but yet he had to have it. That was one of the conditions of him getting his license back, was he had to have this. He didn't have a problem with alcohol. He is an addict, a recovering addict, but still an addict. Again, this doesn't register drugs, okay? So tell me it's all about the money without telling me it's all about the money, okay? So hey y'all, welcome back to From the Holler. If you're new around here, my name is Missy. And on this channel, we are dedicated to loving and supporting each other through our loved one's addiction, no matter what that addiction may be. My son Joseph, he struggled with drug addiction for 15 years, and he has now got almost 8 months sobriety under his belt. Thank you. And I couldn't be more thankful and more grateful for that. If you want to hear more of my story, you can go back and check out some of the videos that are under the playlist Our Story. I'd love for you to watch those and get a better idea of what we have dealt with and what we are still going through today. But I wanted to talk to y'all. We talked a little bit on our live chat and check-in last night about tell me it's all about the money without telling me it's all about the money, okay? And I told you guys about the device, the breathalyzer, that had to be installed in Joseph's vehicle before he could, that was a condition for him to get his license back so that he could go back to work, he could do all the things, he could get around, okay? It's all a mess. It is. And I told you the cost of it. It was $150 for it to be installed, and it's around $150 a month for the next 18 to 24 months until his probation ends, okay? Y'all, it measures blood alcohol. It doesn't measure drugs. He was never, ever into alcohol. Okay? He was never convicted of an alcohol offense. But yet he had to have that device put into his vehicle. Make it make sense. Now, if they want to upgrade these breathalyzers to where, you know, they somehow can measure the drugs in your system, it'll do some good. His DUI was for drugs, not alcohol. Tell me it's all about the money without telling me it's all about the money. Okay? Have you ever priced a rehab? Have you ever priced any, especially here in Tennessee? I don't know what the other states do. I understand, I have been told that in some states, methadone is given out like candy. Here in Tennessee, that is not the case. Not at all. The nearest methadone clinic is about an hour and a half away. It's on the other side of Knoxville. It's in a very bad part of town. And it is only open from around 5 o'clock a.m. until 9 o'clock a.m. And you have to be there before 9 o'clock or the door's shut and you get nothing. You have to drive an hour and a half one way, so 3 hours a day, every single day, 6 days a week. They are closed on Sunday, and you have to take a little lockbox that you have to purchase. Okay? You have to take a little lockbox with you on Saturday to get your Sunday dosage, or you're just SOL. And guess what? It costs, just the methadone itself is right at $200 a week. That's not counting gas. That's not counting wear and tear on your car. Okay? That's not counting anything else. $200 a week. Blows my mind. We tried it. It didn't work for him. We spent a lot of money trying to get it to work for him. And it just didn't. The rehabs. If y'all haven't heard the story of the rehabs, my story of the rehabs, y'all need to go check that little video out. We sent him to a rehab in Vegas, and he was there for 2 days. He hadn't even dried out. Okay? Had not even detoxed. And yeah, he didn't make it very long. They let them have a day pass to go into Vegas, and him and several others that were there in the rehab. And guess what? They came back and they tested positive, and he got booted and sent home. Did I get any of my deposit back? No, I did not. Insurance was filed. Insurance paid. They made money on us. Okay? They did. They made money on us. There are so many things just like this that I could sit here and give you details on as far as money changing hands. Okay? There is. It's a money game. And when you're the parent of an addict, you continue to pay because you still have the hope that one of these things will work. Okay? There needs to be a reform on the judicial system. Okay? There just does. There needs to be some help given. It's a revolving door right now, y'all. It is. You know, they arrest them. They either get bailed out by their parents, okay, which, no, for me that's a no. Or they spend their time and they walk out. You know, and it's not long, they're right back in there. It's a revolving door in that system. If resources could be made available in order to help instead of hinder the situation, things could be different. Lives could be saved. Okay? Lives could be saved. There's a whole lot out there that want to get clean. They want to become sober. They want to live that beautiful life instead of just surviving day to day. They want to live that beautiful life that they know they can have. Okay? But they have no way of grabbing hold of anything. It's not like addicts have a shit ton of money. They just don't. They spend everything they've got and then some on their usage. There are some out there that their probation gets violated because they can't pay the fees. They can't do this. They can't do that. That just adds more fees to it. if they could get help while they were in there, it'd be a different thing. But I know from experience with mine, the drugs are still accessible. So it's a revolving door. It's a money game. It's ridiculous. It needs to change. We need help. They need help. And we, as their voices, because they have no voice right now, we need to figure this out. And we need to do it soon. We need to be talking to the legislators and whoever else we can get a hold of. And we need to be loud with this. Just as loud as those protesters are that are demanding that the cartel members be turned back loose into the country. We need to be that loud. We're fighting. We are fighting. We're in the fight of our lives, of our children's lives, of our loved ones' lives, for our loved ones' lives. We got to do something, okay? This money racket, this filling the coffers, padding the pockets, whatever you want to call it, it's got to stop. It's got to stop. The revolving door has to be shut down. We need to be helping these people instead of allowing things to continue the way that they are. Any feedback, any comments that you might have, any ideas, any suggestions that you might have, please drop them down below. I'd love to hear them. I'd love to know how you feel about this situation, what you've had to deal with when it comes to your loved one. And again, if you've never had to deal with the court system when it comes to your addict, consider yourself lucky. It'll happen sooner or later, and you'll see what I'm talking about. I promise you that. It's coming. And it's exhausting. Absolutely exhausting. And it can destroy you financially. It can take every penny you've got quickly. So, anyway, thank y'all for watching. Thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for supporting our little channel. I truly appreciate it. If you haven't yet, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We would truly love to have you become part of our community. We do weekly and mid-weekly chat and check-ins, live chat, every Wednesday and Sunday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We would love to have you join us then. Y'all, we talk about anything and everything during those live chats, and we just tell it like it is. We are very open, very raw, and it gets emotional sometimes. So anyway, much love to each and every one of y'all, and we will see you all very soon. Bye, y'all.